took our 2006 Ford Mondeo and our Swift Tourer on the NC500 over 10 days in April, and we thought we'd share our adventure and tips for anyone looking to make the trip. So the first thing we did before leaving was take out some breakdown cover for the caravan and the car, just with having a slightly older vehicle, and it would cover us for the rest of the year on all of our other trips as well, so it was worth the money. So we left Wigan at around 7:30 p.m. after work, and we arrived at Cairn Lodge Services at 11 p.m, and it was only £10 for the night for our car and caravan. And don't panic if you get there after 10 o'clock and you see that it's closed. You just need to walk further up to the fuel station and pay there. The whole place was really quiet. We had the whole car park to ourselves, and we had a lovely farmhouse style breakfast in the morning as well. And they do have sister services all over the UK if you're coming from different places. The facilities were all free to use and were spotless. The main ones are closed overnight, but the garage ones are still available and lovely. We were doing a lot of early travelling, so we had some really nice coffees ready to go every morning because we wanted to do lots of travelling in the morning to give us time to explore in the afternoons. And we also recommend putting together like a little snacks box because you're in the car a lot, so you're going to be snacking along the way. So we hit the road towards Inverness quite early. It was all motorways and A roads all the way up to Inverness, so easy going all the way. We arrived at Blackrock Caravan Park just past Inverness around 4:30 p.m, so it took approximately 5 hours 40 minutes from Cairn Lodge. The facilities were all spotless here and individual units, which are really nice. Some popular tourism sites nearby were Fyrish Monument and Black Gorge, where they filmed some of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. But after a long day of driving, we did end up at the pub, which is only a 5-minute walk from the caravan site. They also offer 10% discount for anyone staying at the caravan site on food. The next morning we headed out to Shannonry Point, which is a well-known point for dolphin watching, and there are some guided tours that lead from here onto the water for that as well. Our Labrador absolutely loved this part. You cannot keep him out of the water when he sees it. And then we headed into Inverness Centre and had a little walk around the Victorian Market, got some food before heading to the probably biggest tourist attraction of Inverness, which would be Loch Ness. And we had a little drive around the lake. We stayed in Inverness for 2 nights, and then in the morning we headed out towards Wick and towards our next campsite at John O'Groats. We made a stop at Lear, I think that's how it's pronounced, along the way. The roads remained two-way all the way up to John O'Groats, with some steep inclines as we headed further north, but a lot more noticeable lay-bys with off-road parking. There's also a large Tesco superstore in Wick, which we used to stock up on everything we needed before heading into John O'Groats. The route itself to John O'Groats was only 2 hours 10 minutes, but we had a few stops along the way. This was another really lovely, clean campsite right on the coast. 2-minute walk to the famous signpost, and the reception area had lots of really good souvenirs that you could purchase, and there was a lot of lovely photo opportunities and things to do around the campsite. We drove up to Duncansby Lighthouse and Duncansby Stacks to have a little look around, but I wouldn't recommend taking the caravan up there because it was a one-way trail up and down with not really anywhere to pull in. And we also got the opportunity to see lots and lots of puffins up here. We took a walk just up the road to the Seaview Hotel, which had a pool table, Guinness on tap and a lovely dog-friendly bar area, and there's also a lovely farm shop and petting zoo right next to it. And that is part 1 of our NC500 journey so far.